So this fella here is a black shark. He's an absolute childhood favorite of mine because when I was a little kid, I had a big black shark and his name was Blacks. And he was absolutely awesome. Blacks grew, a fair bit bigger than this guy. This guy's got plenty to grow and he's definitely been growing. Now, a black shark is a very large fish. They can grow over 2 foot long. And a black shark needs a big tank. And you must be aware that a black shark can certainly be aggressive. And the other thing you need to be aware about black sharks is that they pretty much don't take shit from anyone. Because what I've noticed the black shark do is they dominate most fish. Even fish that should clearly be able to beat up the black shark. Fish that have got much bigger teeth and much more aggressive and much more territorial. But they still seem to get out of the way of the black shark and respect the black shark. And what I've found happens is if the other fish, like a dovey-eye or some aggressive fish, gives the black shark trouble during the day, I've actually noticed that at nighttime, when the dovey-eye wants to go to sleep, or whenever the aggressor wants to go to sleep, the black shark just beats the crap out of him. So it's like nighttime revenge. So that's something that I've absolutely witnessed myself various times. And then that fish pretty quickly learns to stop annoying the black shark because he gets whipped at nighttime. So it's a pretty cool little tactic that they've got. So you can see this guy here, he's going around and scavenging. And he's a tiny bit skinny. He is not skinny, but he's a tiny bit on the skinny side. So maybe this tank could do with a little bit of algae wafers getting added. And algae wafers are nice big pellets that they're not going to be able to consume so quickly. Just gives some of the other fish a chance to eat, particularly your scavenging ones. But there's no easy answer for this tank because these fish are so big, they'll probably have a crack at them anyway. But this fella here, he could probably do with some algae wafers. So if before you turn the light off at night, or even better, just after you've turned the light off at the night, if you find that you want to get food to fish like black sharks and gibbiceps and so forth, especially your more nocturnal fish, then putting some large wafers in at nighttime. And I would very specifically go for the Spectrum wafers, because your New Life Spectrum wafer actually takes 24 hours before it starts to break down. Whereas most of your other cheaper wafers, they start to actually break down as soon as you put them in the water. Now, black shark is another fish too that you really want to make sure you got a good set of lids, because he's a fella that if he gets startled, sometimes goes rocketing out of the tank. And I've had them jump out of my tanks in the shop. You go looking for the fish, like literally on the other side of the shop. Because these things I've had them burst out of the tank, take the lid with them, and then land like 10 meters on the other side of the shop, which I think is technically impossible. You think, how does something how can a 1 foot fish in a tank that's potentially 2 foot tall launch out of the tank and land 10 meters away? It doesn't even make any sense whatsoever, but I've seen it happen. So anyway, it's good to have a good set of lids with some fish, because some fish are more prone to jump than others. And he's just gone and disappeared into that rock. So that's actually a big hollow fake rock. So there's allegations there might be like a party going on under there or something. That's actually all hollow under there, which is pretty cool.